to the February 18th, 2026 Bruce Township Board of Trustees meeting. Can we get a roll call, please?
Yes.
Giorgio?
Here. Here. Forum, can we get a roll, pledge allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Everybody had an opportunity to look at the consent agenda. Is there any deletions, additions, or changes they'd like to make?
With regard to the bills, I had a question on check number 60176. Wondered if that could hold.
Say it again, David. I'm sorry.
60176 for Centaurus High Tech. It has monitoring for August. I look back, paid some fees in August and September, so I'm not sure why this is here. Okay. Yes. And then also I had emailed Rick a couple questions about Township computer stuff in January. I forgot.
Just so happens we have that. We're going to be looking at RFPs for our IT services, so we'll all have in kind of sounds like great. Item.
So we're gonna pull the check or what's
The next board meeting, or
It's
we
the
can mail?
Centaurus 6017.
Will that come back to Susan, or how will that work?
Well, sure. About all.
Item 8B, under the renewal of the moratorium for all applications, we need to strike items B5 off the IRO and also strike item B1 on the LI1. We have no specific usage if we're targeting. It's supposed to just state IRO, LI1. Targeting any specific usage or any type of
So we're deleting B5 and B1?
Or do we just do our,
Yeah, I'll leave it as IRO and LI1. That was the original wording from back in December, was changed for the minutes. Any other changes? Not a motion to go ahead and approve the consent agenda as amended? Make the
Second.
motion.
for?
Motion by Phil Brooks, second by Dorothy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Agenda is amended. Move on to item number 4, which is comments from the floor. So if anybody in the audience is here to speak, now would be the time. We wish that you come up to the podium, state your name and your address, and keep your comments to a maximum of 3 minutes. Do you want to here to speak? Public comment at all? Okay, we'll close public comment. We'll move on to item 5A, which is our CDBG's public hearing. At this time, we'll have a public hearing regarding CDBGs. It's something we do every year. Basically, the CDBGs is a federal funding that we get in. It's, well,
You're gonna give a little,
yeah, just gonna give a little. So it's a federal funding for the CDBGs, and
I'm sorry.
he said he was gonna
Oh,
wait.
sorry. Oh,
basically federal funding, and it's at our level at a smaller government. It's basically issued by the state. Chooses. It can be sub-granted into local organizations or charitable organizations. They have to be people of moderate or low income. We don't have any brick and mortar. We just have our local nonprofits here. And we're going to request if they wanted to speak as far as public comment, and then we will disperse the money we have this year. Bruce Township allocated $4,850. But this time we'll open up the public hearing the CBTs at motion, so, up at 6:04. Support by Giorgio, all in favor?
Aye.
Is there anybody here to speak? Do one at a time?
Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight. My name is Martha Phillips. I'm a board member at Samaritan House. It's been another very busy year at Samaritan House, unfortunately. We were able to fill the gap during the government shutdown when SNAP benefits were suspended, and we continue to meet the needs of those in our community, providing fresh meat, dairy, produce, personal hygiene items, and cleaning supplies. Samaritan House is not just a box of food. We meet face-to-face with our clients, assessing their needs, and we have vast resources for all of our clients. Besides clients being able to visit our pantry on a monthly basis, we offer boxes of food filled with items specifically for Easter and Thanksgiving, along with a gift card to purchase the meat of their choice. We provide coats and boots for children K through 5th grade. We also provide backpacks and supplies. For Christmas, we ensure gifts and food gift cards for our families. We deliver groceries monthly to the homebound, and Accounting Aid Society uses our building during tax season to prepare income tax returns free of charge. For Bruce Township residents, we've provided food assistance to 38 families, most who visit our pantry on a monthly basis. This equates to 16,043 meals at a cost of $48,129. We provided 21 families with an Easter food box and 23 families with a Thanksgiving food box, along with the $25 gift card. Our backpack program supplied a backpack and supplies to 7 children. 2 children received new boots and a coat through our boot and coat program, and 23 families received gifts and food gift cards for Christmas through our sharing tree. We respectfully request $2,500 in community block grant funds. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mark.
Hi there. My name is Ajisha Varghese. I'm the Director of Family Advocacy at Macomb County Child Advocacy Center, also known as Care House. Care House is Macomb County Child Advocacy Center with their main office in Mount Clemens and a satellite office located in Warren. Care House is the only agency in Macomb County who offers comprehensive services for child victims of sexual abuse, physical abuse, or children, or children who have witnessed a violent act, as well as we offer support to the non-offending family members. Our goal is to minimize trauma for the child victims and to provide coping skills, advocacy, and case management for the family. At Care House, we collaborate with all law enforcement jurisdictions in Macomb County, Child Protective Services, the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office, and medical and mental health professionals. Some of the services that we provide is a forensic interview, which is in collaboration with law enforcement and the prosecutor's office, crisis counseling, child safety and trauma assessments, parent and child support groups, trauma-focused therapy sessions, assistance with crime victim compensation, interpretation and transportation services as needed, and ongoing case management as well. We also provide access to medical exams and a family resource center with full family support. As a designated counsel in Macomb County for the Michigan Children's Trust Fund, Care House also offers child abuse prevention information and education to children in the community. Families are never charged for any of the services they receive at Care House, and we provide services to all referred children and their non-offending family members. According to our most recent independent financial audit, 89 cents of every dollar that comes to Care House is specifically devoted to serving children and families in our community. Since opening our doors in 1996, Care House has coordinated over 11,800 forensic interviews, with 51 of those residing in Bruce Township. Last year in 2025, we conducted 595 forensic interviews, and 2 resided in Bruce Township. We depend on support from the community to provide a voice for child victims and a safe place for them to be heard. We're very grateful for your support in the past, and we respectfully request your consideration for funding this upcoming year in the amount of $1,000 to support services for 2 qualifying child victims and their families that reside in Bruce Township. Of course, we would be grateful for any amount you were able to allocate to us, and thank you so much for your support in the past.
Very much.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Sheila McCann. I'm the volunteer coordinator with Interfaith Volunteer Caregivers. Interfaith Volunteer Caregivers serve low-income seniors and adults with disabilities. For over 30 years, our organization has been providing free basic assistance to hundreds of frail, older, and physically challenged adults, helping them to remain safely in their homes with the help of hundreds of volunteers. This assistance has been helping older adults, disabled adults with transportation, chores, respite breaks, errands, and loneliness. These opportunities provide fulfilling experience for those who wish to volunteer, as well as support for those in need. With the number of older adults growing in Macomb County rapidly, the need for support services is growing dramatically and will continue to do so in the future. The CDBG Safe at Home project of IVC is a part of our larger chore and repair program for older and disabled adults. The project was developed to provide additional chore and repair services in communities that allocate funding for this purpose. Safe at Home allows us to assist low to moderate income seniors and physically challenged adults with indoor and outdoor chores, minor home repairs, and routine housekeeping. We identified individuals who cannot do these tasks on their own and have limited resources, and we prioritize those with the greatest need. We are requesting the CDBG funds to increase the number of low-income citizens that we can reach to grow our program, as well to coordinate the volunteers who do these services. IVC has provided almost 20,000 hours of help over its services to nearly 500 people in need each year. Some examples through our Safe at Home project may be replacing locks, washing windows, routine housekeeping, and other various routine outdoor chores. With the CDBG funding, this project can continue to grow, and assists can be granted to a variety of lower income Bruce Township senior citizens and disabled adults. I want to thank you to your board members for your consideration. Any dollar amount granted is greatly appreciated in our program. We hope to continue to partner with you going forward. If anyone here tonight knows of any seniors who might need our services and could use some assistance, or maybe looking to give the gift of time to volunteer, please let us know by calling our office at 586-757-5551, or you can visit our website at www.ivcinfo.org. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have anybody else for the CBGs? Motion to go ahead and close public comment, 6:12 p.m. Second by all in favor?
Aye.
In front of you guys have applications for 5 applicants this year. We have one more added that we didn't have last year. You do have a recommended disbursement amount that's in front of you also, for a total amount of $48.50. We don't have to follow that recommended amount. If anybody's got any changes they'd like to change the plan. I'd like to add something for the single family living, is the rent assistance. Having a hard time there, but they're showing 1,000, but I mean, they're not here to speak on behalf of what they offer, but I feel like at 1,000 to 500. Then add $250 to Samaritan House, $250 to McCrest. Also another $150 to the Interfaith Caregivers, both by their house, about 4,000. Yeah. Not quite the same as last year. We do have one more application this year.
Your house.
250 to McCrest.
Yes, it'd be 750 to McCrest and 500. McCrest is just open up and shelf 20 beds in there, and they are get emails. McCrest has been reaching out for donation. Oh, no, 500. I'll go over it again. It would be 500 to the care house, 500 to interfaith volunteer caregivers, 1750 for McCrest, 1750 to the Samaritan House, $500 to single family live, total of $4,800. Support by DeGiorgio. No other discussion. Can we get a roll call?
Sockowitz.
Yes.
Giorgio.
Yes.
Hilbert.
Yes.
Vincent.
Yes.
Kraft.
Okay, you guys, thank you. I wish it was more.
Thank you.
Good night. Keep up the good work with all you do in our communities.
Thank you, appreciate all the.
I'm sure you got a few more meetings you got to go to yet. Huh? So. Move on. They don't. We have no presentations, no unfinished business. We'll move on to item, new business, item 8A, the 33 Mile Road LLC IFT parcel number 14-01-36-205-001, which is 70831 Cordy Road. Cordy Road or Boulevard. Susan, you want to do that?
Sure, I'll just make a motion to approve resolution 2026-3 as presented. This is just a spec building, so anticipation of IFTs in the building.
I will support by DeGiorgio. If there's no other discussion, can we get a roll call?
Vincent.
Yes.
Kraft, yes. Philbrook.
Yes.
DeGiorgio.
Yes.
Sockowitz.
Yes.
Motion carries. The item 8B is the renewal moratorium for all applications in our IRO Industrial Research Office District and also in our LI1 Light Industrial Zoning District. I would like to make a motion, with the Planning Commission. I'm sure Dave can maybe say something in regards to this. They are working really hard at getting this moratorium, or getting this wording for a new, possibly a new ordinance. I think all of our communities, I'm sure you're hearing it, are working really hard on coming up with the right usages and what the utility usages are going to be for these businesses. They are asking for another couple months. We only put a 2-month moratorium on it. There are a lot of people that got moratoriums on it for a lot longer, but they're looking for an extension of about another 2 months. This time I'll make a motion to go ahead and extend that moratorium for an additional 2 months. Or by Vincent. I can read the moratorium would be for all applications in our IRO and in our IRO Industrial Research Office District and also in our LI1 Light Industrial Zoning District for all applications. But then, yeah, make sure it's all.
Yeah,
Very good.
I'll check.
I'm supported by Vincent. If there's no other discussion, can we get a roll call?
Sockowitz.
Yes.
Giorgio.
Yes.
Vincent.
Yes.
Philbrook.
Yes. Motion carries. Item 8C, the RFP for IT management services. Are we just going to make a motion on approving the RFP?
Well, so first of all, I just wanted to let everybody know after the last meeting, I emailed them and we were going to put out for RFP. So we're probably canceling them, but I extended it for months. I didn't know how long this process is going to take, so they're aware that this is just kind of launching. I don't know if you looked at it. If you have suggestions on how changes, or I have not sent it to the attorney yet. I'll do that. We don't have dates in here. Our contract is the end of March.
Our current contract is the end of March?
Yes.
Okay.
They've been notified, so we don't have to worry about the contract getting renewed automatically, so we're going month to month.
Correct, yes.
So we can go for 3 months if need be.
Need be, yeah.
Do we know how much we have left there in prepaid time?
Let me
block hours?
Right,
good
and
question.
you would,
I don't know that, but I can find it out.
because I know we thought.
Would think
Yeah, I think so too.
hours.
Been some time, but I recall us having like 200 hours, but that was probably a year ago.
Did all our installation of computers,
I don't know.
or use it,
How
I don't
that's
use it
billed.
up.
So,
I
can't recall
So
when
there
they
was
came
some
out.
hours.
What?
Did anybody see that? I have something, I don't know what time frame we're talking about, I need to get a block.
We have to have a proposal due date, oh, and we're gonna make
Yes.
that motion tonight to make that proposal due date.
So how is this?
I've already extended the contract.
We
This
don't need
is
a
just to
motion
put it
in
out.
here.
No, we don't
Does it-
need them.
Does it cost?
What normally would. Just, yeah, I should take, you don't have any attorney, see what, and then I'll just talk to Mike. Do I bring it back next month?
You can if you wanna put a proposal, I mean, I guess if it goes to the attorney and there's no dramatic changes, I guess we can go ahead and send it out for RFPs to whoever wants to.
Put it on BidNet.
But if you wanna have a proposal due date by, that's gonna be important. If
Yeah,
you wanna
it
give
has
it
to
2
have,
months, 3
it
months.
has to have a deadline and then it has to have a date. So I got, those are just, well, let's send it to the attorney, see how long that.
But no action, table till
If
next
you
month.
look at it and have changes, let me know.
Thanks for doing it. Item 8F, we're gonna set for the planning commission vacancies, so I had talked with Daryl Blaylock. He did approach me, sometime last month that he was looking to try to get somebody to replace him. His schedule just gotten really busy. He bought a new business. New businesses actually has been really busy. I do have applications on file. We had 4 applications. The planning commission did set up a committee of 3 members to go ahead and review those applications. I did get an email from the committee basically stating that all the applications were submitted to them and based on the feedback by Rick Hagelstein, Randy Cant, and this is from Jared Benson. We're recommending that Andrew Hale be the replacement commissioner to fill the remainder of the term for Daryl Blaylock's seat. There is one little caveat that I want to bring to the board's attention.
We
skipped a
jumped
couple
ahead.
things.
I guess
How did I do that?
you
D-
did,
and
we
E.
did set the public hearings.
Can we finish each?
Yeah.
All right,
Okay, just
after.
want to keep,
Sorry about that. So they're recommending Mr. Andrew Hale to replace Daryl Blaylock. Andrew Hale is on the Romeo Planning Commission. And I did reach out to Christine Anderson in regards to, is there any, basically any conflict of interest on that? She did bring up the issue, first of all, that the Vision of the Michigan Planning and Enabling Act, MCL 125.3801, do not prohibit an individual from serving on both Bruce Township Planning Commission and the Village of Romeo's Planning Commission. But however, there can be the issue, basically is what it says in a nutshell, is if you got a person that's representing 2 neighboring communities, if there's a conflict of interest between the 2 communities, where they may want something on a borderline where the other community might not want a borderline, how is that commissioner gonna vote to what's the best interest of the people, you know? It's not, basically, it's not something that's, I guess, how do I want to put it better?
lose
It'd
himself.
just be, if he could
just
abstain
abstain.
from voting
Right.
on that issue.
So
Right.
technically, there is an issue there that if you're gonna abstain or recluse yourself from voting, it has to be something that's gonna be personally affected by you from what been told. We do have somebody currently that's on both Romeo Planning Commission currently and also on the Washington Township Planning Commission. And they've been on there for a while and it has caused no problems. So there's no issues with it being there. And there's that one possibility that something may come up in the future. When you have a commissioner, they're looking to represent to what's best for the people in the community. Border lines and community borders, especially neighboring communities, shouldn't really play a part in it. They're looking to do what's best for everybody. And I think that in this situation, Andrew Hale had a great resume. I spoke with, he also worked for Chesterfield Township. I also spoke with Brad Kirsten at our supervisors meeting and asked for recommendation. And Mr. Kirsten had told me that Andrew Hale is definitely a guy you want to see on your planning commission. And again, following the suggestion by the committee members. I don't feel that it's going to cause a problem. I mean, we have a situation going on, like I said, with the Village of Romeo and Washington Township right now, and it hasn't been an issue. And I don't think that Andrew is here. I let him know that he was going to be spoken upon and possibly if anybody's got any questions for him. But at this time, I would make a motion to go ahead and recommend Andrew Hale to replace Darrell Blake's position for the unexpired term till June of 2026. You're only going to get 3 months, Andrew. That's all over again.
I'll support that.
Support by Vincent. Is there any other discussion?
Will he be on the next planning? I mean, when will this take effect? Will it?
Immediately.
Immediate.
Until
I think it's
when?
got to be posted 5 days or something. No, he'll be at he'll definitely be on the March 1st.
On March.
Got a motion and a second by Vincent. If there's no other discussion, can we get a roll call, please?
Vincent?
Yes.
Kraft, yes. Sockowitz?
Yes.
DeGiorgio?
Yes.
And Philbrook?
Yes. Motion carries. Andrew, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Plan on seeing you at our March 1st meeting. We're expecting nothing but great things from you. No doubt. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good night, Andrew. Okay, we'll get back on track
Got
here.
to go to D.
What?
D and E.
Okay. Item 8D, let's set the public hearing for the 2026, 2027 budgets for the general fire ALS and the improvement revolving fund. Normally we set that for the end of March.
No, we do it next, the March meeting, so 3/18.
Yeah, then you're going to have
Then
that
we do our
special
budget
meeting
amendment
at the
at the
end.
end of March.
Right.
Correct.
Okay, so we're going to set it for our March 18th, 6 p.m., 2026.
The motion. Support?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Carries. Set the public hearing for the utility fees at the same meeting, or March.
So that is our budget.
Yeah.
We will do an amendment at the end of March like we do. It's usually before the first of the year. No, it'll still be, what we're going to approve at our March 18th meeting is, because there's stuff that's going to come in for the last 2 weeks, and we'll have to make that amendment for the end of the
For
year.
next. Mike, we don't have to set a public hearing. If you want to have a meeting to discuss it, it could be a town hall meeting. Doesn't have to be.
So we're going to have a town hall.
For item E.
Yes. It's for the water.
Yeah.
Right
It'll be
before
okay.
the meeting? You do it?
Well, it may be, we may end up getting 150 residents over.
Well, and also that's not a very good time of.
We can set up a town hall, but we're going to have to send out notifications somehow.
Well, so it's going to go on their bill, and then there's going to be a letter announcing it also in the bill.
What bill will that go out on? Be the 1st of March it'll go out?
Yeah.
You want to get a general idea on the public, on the
Well, it looks
town
good.
hall?
We could do it the second week, because that may, we have something, what do we do on the 10th? That was our other meeting, and then there's Board of Review that afternoon, so maybe the 11th?
Is that enough time
Oh,
from
is
the
that
first to the?
ZBA?
Would that be enough notice? I mean, they're gonna maybe complain that they might not received enough notice. If they get
You
the,
tell me, I don't,
What if they get the text?
like goes out.
they'll probably get there by the end of the week, I would think, so maybe the 12th then?
So our meeting is gonna be the 10th, right? Our March.
18, isn't it? Isn't it
No,
March 18?
Our budget meeting is
Budget
the
meeting.
10th.
Oh, that's right,
Budget
that's
meeting
right.
the 10th.
The
And
Board
there's-
budget,
meeting's on the 18th.
Yes.
Board of Review in the afternoon on the 10th.
Yeah.
And isn't
okay. 18th
PC is the 11th?
is the very first.
TC is the 4th.
4th.
Well,
Are you good with that? 6 PM?
March 12th.
What day's that falling?
Thursday.
Thursday.
What time did you say, Susan?
6.
So I know
mean,
that's
that's a
Kenny
question.
Melton, that's Ken Melton's funeral night.
Oh.
I'll just go over
Is it the actual
At
funeral
night?
or is it?
the showing is
visitation?
the 12th, funeral's the 3rd.
At night, it's at night.
Well, it goes from 2 to
Probably.
8, so I'll
Oh.
just go early.
Okay.
All right, March 12th, 6 PM. That make a
That's a
motion.
Thursday.
Yeah. Just a-
Okay. All right, sounds good. That's- Item 8G, the municipal credit and community credit contract for 2026. Can do that if you guys want. Basically, yeah, I mean, just maybe explain it. So, smart transportation, we don't have smart transportation out here, so we have what we call star transportation. Smart pays to the communities that they are not serviced in by these, you know, I don't know what they call it, community credits, that money and funding that they've got, that since they don't service the community, they send money out into the communities to go ahead and service the communities and do things that Smart would normally do. So STAR does that for us in between our three communities, which is the Village of Romeo, Washington Township, and Bruce Township. Would put our community credits back into Parks and Rec. Our funding that we get is $6,982. But basically, this is it's just approve the dollar amount and to go ahead and put it back into Parks and Rec to receive. And what did you say?
But you just have to prove it, contract as presented.
We can do it as presented then.
So,
Not that complicated, I guess I make it work. The total, I think, is $19,880. Our total is $6,982, our portion. My motion to go ahead, approve the contract as presented.
Or
Or by Giorgio.
Giorgio?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No other discussion, we'll do a roll call.
Giorgio,
yes.
Yeah.
Sockowitz,
Yes.
Philbrook,
Yes,
Benson.
Yes.
the motion carries. The MOU for vacations and the TPOM and for Bruce Township.
This is the only one I had.
I know, but I don't think we're still working on, I think we end up having a meeting and trying to remember what exactly. David, you remember this is gonna basically change or no?
Yeah, I think the only, we did make one change in that. Again, whether that was included here. So is this the one that we had before our last meeting?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so there is going to be one adjustment that we wait until it's all
We have
there
an
or
official.
approve this one and then that.
I think
See
if it's
that.
gonna change, we might as well just approve it once it's done.
Yeah, okay, so add it to the next agenda?
Yeah, I would say so,
I would say
because
so.
we need.
Then we know what we're.
The biggest issue was is since the contract is kind of new, and maybe you can word it better than I can, David, that there are people do have accumulated additional vacation days that if they were gonna use them right now, we've only got 2 months in the fiscal year, we would leave short staff. We were given this first year the opportunity to roll those vacation days over and use them up in the next year, or they're gonna lose them. They don't get paid out on it.
Right, so as we looked at this and talked with the DPOAM, there was a concern that this could create a liability carrying these hours over for the township if somebody was to request that those hours be paid out. So we settled on, that's not in this, that any rolled over hours cannot be paid out for cash. They must be. So that just protects the township from having to pay out a bunch of hours.
And what that equates to between the rolled over vacation and rolled over sick time, accumulated sick time could end up at somebody's retirement be $21,000 payout. The township is not budgeting for something like that. So this is a way, like David said, that it's a safe way of doing it and keeps us from having to make that big paycheck. Maximum is going to be 70 hours a week. Next meeting, then.
Table it until next.
Item 8I, which would be the elected officials' pay increase. We are working on a budget. I mean, last year we did a 3% increase. I would make a recommendation for another 3% this year, just to basically keep up with the CPI. I know Bruce Township is still one of the lower paid elected officials. I know Lennox just got a raise, and I think they're like $10,000 higher than us, and they're a smaller population. I'll make a motion to go ahead and approve the elected officials' pay increase by 3% for the year 2026 to 2027.
Going to insert the resolution number in there, 2026-02.
Resolution 2026-02.
Support?
Support by Vincent. There's no other discussion. We get a roll call, please.
Benson,
Yes.
Philbrook,
Yes.
DeGiorgio,
Yes.
Sakowitz.
Yes.
Kraft, yes.
Motion carries. I'll move on to item 8J, which is our one-year anniversary for intern. Obviously, we all know that Robin Casper's been here for exactly 1 year as of February 19th of 2025. She started working for the Planning Commission, or I'm sorry, for the Building Department. She's doing a great job. I've heard nothing but good things. She's happy. Christine, her boss, is happy. I know she helps out in the treasurer's office. Sounds like you guys are happy too, Frank?
Yeah, no issues. Catches on real fast.
So she's basically still in school, and I think we were going to look at this when she graduates from school, and it sounds to me like she's going to be graduating in May of this year. So we may want to look at it again in May and see if we want to hire her as a full-time or a part-time employee instead of an intern. But in the meantime, I just say everything just stays the same and keep her how she currently is. I mean, we're not going to make a motion. There's no motion, just for discussion. So, does anybody have any issues at all? Or sounds good?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Item 8K, the prior approval for additional hours, which was 35 and 40. We covered that at our last meeting.
Yeah, so, did you request this, Dorothy?
I did because I had gotten a request for some additional hours, and when I had mentioned it to Dave, he said that you had run some numbers.
Yes.
And the possibility of everybody not getting it approved from 35 to 40 hours was a considerable increase in the budget. So we wanted to talk about it again.
Right. So when I did the math on this, just, using a middle of the roads hourly pay, this, without approval, could expose the township to about $50,000 additional time in the form of pay that we're not approved. So I just thought it would be worth a conversation. Do we want that kind of?
He's saying that's 50,000 with the additional hours being the 5 hours,
Yeah, the
we're getting
additional.
a notification if anybody's gonna need to go over on hours. I know I am getting them, and I've been,
I
we
mean, I
have-
get it once they've
Yeah, not
used the
notification.
hours, correct? I'm not getting it beforehand, but
I'm getting it beforehand. I'm hearing a little bit about it. We have had some issues, not much, and again, this is before anything over 40 would be overtime, so this is still at straight time. I mean, we have we obviously, Kristen Rolfs is retired, longtime member with our assessing department. Gary's doing a great job over there. There's really a lot to learn. Lisa Cross does both planning and zoning and assessing. And there's just a lot with having to enter everything in it that was measured and everything for this year into assessing. They're behind right now, so Lisa Cross has stayed after a couple hours, which I have a problem with. It's not because we're not getting a lack of work abilities out of our staff. It's just a lot for Carrie to learn. And this is a very important part because this is what affects people's taxes the most. So whatever they enter, it's got to be done correct. And Mitch Elrod does double check everything the best he. I know that's one area. Additional hours, but not anything dramatic.
Yeah, as long as there's definite controls on it, because possibility of that number real could add up to $50,000 over the course of the year, which is just as long as it's being looked at and properly supervised.
Right.
Roxanne's
Roxanne,
almost done too.
And Roxanne's, yeah, you
Yeah.
said she's almost done with
Yeah.
her additional hours, so
Once she
we
just
just need to
lost, she's been off. Now she may have to catch up again.
Well, she came in on Saturday.
Yeah.
be
well,
caught up.
and-
That's all.
yeah, we keep an eye on it, I guess.
No action?
But our budget is going to be kind of tight this year. We're still working on it.
Right. And as far as the two-step approval process, I know that we've put things in place for clerk's office. Obviously, if Frank had you don't really have anything in sort of a double. So if you wanted your staff to have 20 hours, who would sign off? I mean, it could be anybody. It could be Dave, it could be Frank.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who.
I don't have
We
no
just don't
problem
have
with that.
anything in
Whoever you
place.
guys want to pick, I'd be more than
Yeah,
happy.
it doesn't matter to me, but.
Yeah, you're talking building, planning and zoning and assessing.
Didn't think about that when we
Sure.
were.
And
putting
for
that.
treasurer's office?
Well, treasurers, let's say you had additional hours, technically, you would sign off on it and Mike would sign on it.
We don't have any, the only
Right.
time that we work over those hours is, Christmas break.
Right.
Come
So
in,
you're gonna be
whatever,
having
6
some soon,
hours.
right, for taxes? Don't you stay
Maybe.
open on Friday?
Well, we don't,
Or
ours
you-
is
No.
covered in
No,
the
okay.
contract. We have to go to him. But
Right.
his wasn't.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
can
she
say
said.
whoever you
It
want, the
doesn't-
clerk, to have the clerk.
Whatever works best
Don't
for you
matter to
guys.
me. Whatever.
Doesn't matter to me either.
You want to do it, Dorothy?
Whatever
I mean,
you.
but I can't. It's the problem is sometimes I don't know about till last minute.
Right.
You know, so maybe
It'd
it'd
be
be
better if it's someone that's here.
Here, maybe?
Who?
Someone that's here.
Susan, you want to do that?
Fine.
And there's no action. Oh, there is action. So we'll motion to go ahead and Susan to do the two-step process for the planning and zoning, assessing and building department. Sound good?
Support.
Okay.
Provided Giorgio, can we get a roll call, please?
Kraft, yes. Vincent?
Yes.
Giorgio?
Yes.
Sockowitz?
Yes.
Philbrook?
Yes. Motion carries. Item 8M, our investment and depository designation resolution.
Yeah, this is just annual maintenance, housekeeping. This has to be updated every year. This is document that talks about all the different financial institutions that the township funds are deposited in.
I'll make a motion to, or I'll second it.
I'll make a motion to approve the investment and depository designation resolution as presented.
I support. Can we get a roll call, please?
Philbrook?
Yes.
DeGiorgio,
Yes.
Sockowitz.
Yes.
Vincent.
Yes.
Kraft, yes.
Motion carries. Buy-sell resolutions?
Yeah, next, same thing, annual housekeeping, it's authorization to sell and/or purchase property for the township board. Just got updated for the 2026 year. Make a motion that board authorization to sell and/or purchase property as presented.
Second that motion. There's no other discussion, we get a roll call, please.
Vincent.
Yes.
Kraft, yes. Philbrook.
Yes.
DeGiorgio.
Yes.
Sockowitz.
Yes.
Moves on, our final item is our communications. Oh. Sure.
They don't add up, numbers that you said publicly.
Right, I was doing the math too. I think we're
Oh.
at 5,000.
Yeah, you're at
Oops.
5,000.
Can I borrow
5,000.
$250 from you, Therese?
Let me see, I got some chapstick, does that help?
I was trying to do it quick while they were still
I
here, and I
didn't,
thought,
I didn't use the calculator either.
It didn't add up, and then he reread them, and I wrote them, and it still didn't add up.
I know, I was trying to do the same thing.
At least we did it, you told us before we closed out here.
But we closed the public hearing, so do we, and then you're gonna have to notify
Well,
whoever you,
they got to speak.
they did.
It's only $150, Mike, not $250, and someone's gonna be short 100.
Because you said 500 for Care House, 500 for Interfaith.
Hold on, I'm trying to find my
Okay.
paper.
Thought initially, the first time around, someone was 350 instead of 500.
Yeah,
Wait,
it was,
was it
they were here.
Care
so-
House? Instead of 500, you did 350?
So it
I
was
thought it
Care
was
House was
somebody-
gonna be 500, Interfaith was 500, that's 1,000. And then it was 1,750 for both Meriden and, the Crest. 34, that's 44.
Yeah, that comes with 5,000.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're $150
Well, see,
over.
So somebody's supposed to get 350. Who was that?
Yes. So maybe single family to 350?
Single family was,
Yeah.
were they 350?
Right. Put them at 350.
Jeez, that rain?
I know, it's really
Yeah.
boring.
Thunder.
It was
I thought
thunder.
it was wind. It was thunder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
the
a
four.
Yeah,
storm.
so
There was a
sing-
storm.
And then that'll work out perfect if you change
Yeah,
single
350.
family to 350
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
from
instead of
five- yep, it
500,
was
then you're at the
150.
4,850.
Good catch, Teresa, I'm glad you're here.
No problem.
Can you amend your motion and just say,
Yeah, can we amend that motion to read, I'm gonna go through them one more time. To read 500 to the Care House, $500 donation to Care House, 500 donation to the Interfaith Volunteer Caregivers, $1,750 to McCrest, $1,750 to Samaritan House, and $350 to Single Family Living.
Support.
Support by DeGiorgio, all in favor?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we'll move on to our final item, which is communications. Dorothy, what do you got?
The only thing I was going to mention, like I said, is the additional hours for planning and zoning. We had a total of 7 hours at the beginning of February between two staff members. Just
We had
keeping
7
everybody
hours,
up.
is what,
There were 7 hours total, split between 2 staff members.
so at this, when there is additional hours, I'm putting a note on the sheet at the same time, because I won't
What it was
remember
for?
exactly what it's for and the reason. So for justification reasons, so we can always refer back.
And I just had one other comment. I know there was no planning commission meeting for the beginning of, it would have been February 4th,
There was no
correct?
meeting in February,
There was no
correct?
meeting, but I really couldn't find it on the website. So, it should be under like news, so that when you go to the website, you can see it right away. I would look for an agenda and there wasn't
Okay.
one, and then I thought maybe they just didn't post it, and then
Right,
process
yeah.
of elimination.
Should be-
It was on the calendar, in
I've got,
fairness. It's on the
Candace is working
calendar.
on it now, so I'll
Okay.
make sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if it should be front and center.
I
That
agree.
way you
It
don't
was
show up for a
canceled, though?
meeting.
It was canceled, so it wasn't,
It was, there was no
notification?
planning, Well, there was notification on the actual, they probably posted it at the
Okay.
door, I don't know that. But it was on the calendar, but it wasn't on like Township, like the
Okay.
first thing that you see when you go to the website.
Well, they have to tell us. We
Yeah.
don't always keep
Oh,
track,
you
so-
didn't,
That would be my job anyways. If
Sorry.
I make sure that
Okay.
that,
just kind of looking for the information.
Frank, what do you got?
Taxes are due another week and a half. Because the last day of February falls on Saturday, last day for us to collect taxes will be Monday, March 2nd by 5 p.m. That's it. All I got.
Good?
Nope, don't have anything.
David? Chief? What about that meeting with, why don't we talk a little bit? I don't really have much. We can maybe just talk about the delay in dispatch. We had this special meeting, and we were kind of there, and I know that it's been out in the community as far as the delay in dispatch. We're getting it worked out. We had some meetings. I know the chiefs had some meetings with county, also with MedCom, right? Medical control, and getting it figured out as far as you got more documentation and some timings and some wording, and we're gonna hear something in the near future regarding anything, possibly. Top secret right now. So. We're working on it, let's put that away, so we get that all figured out, but you'll hear more about it in the near future. That's all I have. Then it was a beautiful weekend. It'd be nice to have some more of that nice weather. Especially with thunderstorms tonight. Appreciate everybody coming out. Trooper Dauberstein, thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Closed session, do we need to go? We're waiting.
It'll
He
be
said
8
he might-
o'clock,
With this
so
weather, I don't know.
Oh, he said 8 o'clock?
So can we adjourn or go into closed session and just break?
we can stay in closed session full time. Hey, Marie. Nice to see you.
I've only been here since 1999.
Thanks for coming out on a wet and cold rainy night.
Better late than never.
We can make a motion to go into closed session and just stay in closed session.
Thank you.
Come out of it.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to go into closed session, to discuss ongoing litigation between council pursuant to MCL 15.268.
6:52 PM.
Probably gonna wait.
2 p.m.
What's that?
Probably need
Or
to
by
wait.
Vincent, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks, everybody, for coming tonight, everybody at home. Riley, thank you. Stacy, it's always good to see you.